The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, confirmation Ronald McDonald is bringing his charitable house to Dunedin to assist families in hospital. 2 Southland high school students are getting a sweet taste of business while helping out diabetics. And a Dunedin primary school shows off its new classrooms after months of construction. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. An international charity linked to a popular fast food chain is opening a new multi-million-dollar facility in Dunedin, but it won't be for eating. It was confirmed last night that a Ronald McDonald house will be built near the city's new hospital, despite earlier pushback from Te Whatu Ora Southern.
This Dunedin building will be getting a major revamp as it switches uses from a construction company to a well-known health charity. On Thursday night, it was confirmed that this Anzac Ave building is set to be converted into a Ronald McDonald house, a facility which aims to help keep families together while their children are in hospital. The announcement was made at a supper club auction at the Dunedin Town Hall, guests digging into their pockets to pass the initial fundraising goal, with the event raising more than $280,000 for the Ronald McDonald House charity.
It takes away all that day-to-day business stuff so they can focus on their child. We focus on their needs, they focus on the child in the hospital.
Howard says they're hoping to provide up to 20 rooms at the Dunedin facility, but are still working with the hospital to assess demand. It's still to be decided whether the building will be refurbished or completely demolished to make way for a new build, but Howard says it will be a multi-million-dollar project.
Build a facility that not only meets the needs of those families, but meets the high standards of compassionate hospitality that we're known for, and also a facility that Dunedin can be proud of.
Ronald McDonald House is supported by fast food chain McDonald's as an independent charitable organisation. It's set to take ownership of the Dunedin building in December, with a timeline for its development still to be finalised. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A residents' opinion survey carried out for the Dunedin City Council has found approval levels for elected representatives got a bounce after Jules Raddick was voted in as the city's new mayor.
An unbalanced budget, so
the latest quarterly results in the Gravitas OPG survey reveal satisfaction with the mayor and Dunedin City councillors has improved since last October's election, rising to 36%. Satisfaction in the council peaked at 39% before stabilising, but numbers are still up by almost 10% on a year ago. Satisfaction with other services and functions of the council remain largely steady, although more people are now happy with the look and feel of the city. The 15% increase in positivity for that area for the quarter to December coincided with the completion of upgrades to the Farmers Block in George Street. A start-up business by 2 James Hargest College students is on the rise, along with their blood sugar. The pair have created a fast-acting glucose recovery gummy, which helps ward off sugar lows for diabetics at a much faster pace.
These 2 young entrepreneurs from James Hargest College have cooked up a recipe for sweet success. Tess McGregor and Abigail Bragg have created passion fruit flavoured glucose gummies, candy treats that provide a speedy solution for type 1 diabetics. McGregor's a diabetic herself and saw the opportunity to address what she says is an unmet need.
So when I go low, I tend to go low quite fast and drop rapidly, which causes like headaches and I feel spaced out and I can't concentrate in class. So I needed something that can boost me up high so I can get back into class without losing any learning.
Each gummy contains almost 6 grams of sugar, and McGregor's found they work significantly faster for her than the usual jelly beans, reducing what's often a 10 to 20 minute delay to as little as 5 minutes. The friends using that performance as inspiration when choosing a punchy name.
Hit me.
Yeah.
Their first batch quickly sold out and gained a lot of positive feedback. Hit Me is continuing to gain traction, attracting interest from several local businesses.
I feel like it's good validation that like my idea is actually worth something, because obviously it's hard going into the market when there's already stuff on the market that people use. So it's just getting that like validation that people are actually enjoying this and like using them.
The girls are also giving up with their new business, donating $1 from each purchase to Diabetes New Zealand. The pair are being supported by the Young Enterprise Scheme, and their taste for success has impressed their business studies teacher.
What they've done is they've come from a problem and thought about a solution, and then they've generated a business around that. So that makes it meaningful for them. They've got buy-in and they've got an original idea, so I think that's fantastic.
Tess says the extra energy boost from the gummies has meant she's able to spend more time in class, and believes they would prove just as beneficial for others in the diabetes community. In Invercargill, the South Today.
Communities from across central Otago have gathered in Alexandra to take part in a vibrant cultural dance class with a special reward at the end.
Dance tutor Maureen Rotaria taking participants through the steps, swinging their hips to some Pacifica rhythms. Dancers of all ages took part in this joyful class, ranging from young toddlers to older people enjoying the music from their chairs. Rotaria is one of 2 people from the small island of Kiribati currently living in Alexandra, but she says she'll do what she can to stay connected to her roots. She also teaches dance to young children through school holiday programs. The vibrant atmosphere in the class brought out cheerful laughs and huge smiles from the participants, some dancers admitting it was quite the workout. But they were rewarded with a well-earned afternoon tea after the dance session, including a range of Pacifica desserts. In Alexandra, the South Today.
A Dunedin Primary School is celebrating the completion of a construction project, opening 2 new classrooms to improve learning. Musselburgh School hosted a naming ceremony for the new build, with the pupils excited to test out their new surroundings.
Cutting the ribbon with 4 helping hands. Musselburgh School celebrating the opening of their 2 newest classrooms, which have been named after native New Zealand trees Kahikatea and Mero. The replacement learning spaces, including a fire alarm system, cost around $2 million. But school principal Rob Taylor says the old classrooms were well past their use-by date.
We've recently been painted as well, so that to make the school look so much aesthetically better, the kids have got a much better environment to learn in, which is the most important thing. So it's a huge boost for our community.
Dunedin and Tairi MPs David Clark and Ingrid Leary were there to check out the results, welcomed by a passionate Waiata. The pupils are excited to finally be able to explore their new learning space after watching construction from the playground for weeks.
When we had our blessing on day 1 from Kaitahu, the kids came in shortly after that and they were so excited because they'd never seen inside. It's always been screened off.
The classrooms will cater for around 15 new entrants and 20 Year 1 and 2 students. In Dunedin, the South Today.
FA Yakane still to come on the South Today. Luge Speedsters let off some steam in central Otago, and Invercargill is back on the domestic cricket schedule after years of being snubbed.
Price squeeze! You'll be juiced on savings with up to 50% off and 24 months interest-free. Price squeeze! John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street.
And my mate John.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
The sun may be lower in the sky, but that doesn't lower the risk from skin cancer. Melanoma doesn't care about the season and will continue growing regardless. Don't let shorter days shorten your days. Book a full body mole map now.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Speed and control were the main focus for some racers in central Otago over the weekend, taking part in a national luge competition.
Competitors speeding down a slippery ice track, going for glory at this year's New Zealand Luge Naseby Cup. Luges from across the country ventured south to take part in the competition at the weekend, which was held at the new Manitoto Adventure Park. The Naseby Cup is a 3-race series held every winter. The overall winner across each of the 4 categories gets to claim the Naseby Cup. The event was staged just a day after the Naseby Ice Luge track officially became part of the expanded adventure park on Saturday. It's the only refrigerated outdoor ice track in the world, and the only one of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere. Maggie Dowling clinched victory in the senior women's category, with Flynn Coburn claiming the title in the senior men. In Naseby, the South Today.
Invercargill has been put back on the domestic cricket schedule after a long absence. New Zealand Cricket dropped Queen's Park after questions were raised about its suitability when a game was ruined due to wet weather and poor drainage.
Exciting news for Southland sporting fans this week, with confirmation that first-class cricket is making a return to Invercargill. New Zealand Cricket says Queen's Park is back on its venue circuit, following improvements to drainage systems at the ground.
Yeah, we're just really excited for the summer coming, and it'd be awesome to have local community down here getting in behind the Otago Volts and the Otago Sparks as well.
The cricket ground was stripped of its first-class status in 2021 due to poor drainage, alongside issues with the old scoreboard at Queen's Park. Roni says almost $100,000 has been invested in improving the drainage, and a similar amount for their new scoreboard, upgrades which couldn't have happened without generous local support. But she's confident the return of domestic matches will provide a boost to the local cricket community.
Having players, our first class games down here is awesome for our up and coming cricketers, and hopefully provides them some inspiration so that they can continue to play and get on board with our great game.
The Otago Volts are set to start their Ford Trophy campaign at Queen's Park in late November. It'll be the first A-grade match at the venue in 5 years.
It's a really positive thing to have it back down here, and it shows good faith. We've built a really strong relationship with Otago Cricket and New Zealand Cricket, so we're really grateful for their support and getting it back down here.
And while the field may be empty for now, Roni's hoping to see strong crowds for games this season as the country's top cricketers return to the south. In Invercargill, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Dunedin is confirmed as the newest location for a Ronald McDonald house. It'll be built near the new hospital. 2 Southland High School pupils have created high glucose gummies to help with blood sugar drops in diabetics. And Musselburgh School in Dunedin has opened 2 new classrooms aimed at providing modern facilities for its new entrants. And time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, a westerly airflow will bring mostly fine weather over the weekend, milder inland with cool westerly winds on the south coast. Heading to the top of the South Island. It's looking fine with light winds through here tomorrow. Greymouth and Christchurch are in for 13-degree days. And Nelson, if I didn't mention that too. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Light northerlies start the weekend off in fine style through here with some high cloud for most. By numbers, it'll get to 12 degrees for Ashburton and Timaru, Oamaru up to 13. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Cloudy with westerlies through here as the warmer weather continues. Queenstown and Wanaka head for 12, with Alexandra sneaking ahead to 13 degrees as tomorrow's high. Heading further south, there's a few showers about with northwesterlies and 12-degree highs in Gore and Balclutha and the Catlins tomorrow. And across to Invercargill, cloudy tonight with a 6-degree low. Then Saturday and Sunday look mostly cloudy with patchy showers and cool winds with 11-degree highs both days. And finally heading to Dunedin. Some cloud tonight with northerlies as it drops to 5. Tomorrow and Sunday are looking mostly fine with changing winds and the chance of brief afternoon showers after 13-degree highs. And that's the news this Friday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We're also on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again next week. Mā te wā.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.